Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to FIFA 18 Goalkeeper Tips, the brand new series on my channel. Obviously, if you guys follow me throughout the years of this channel, you would know that Goalkeeper Tips has been one of my biggest series to you. And today, I've got my first episode returning on this game. Very exciting times at the moment. This one's going to be covering the best build that I'm going to be starting with, save assistance, and also a couple of other basic things in the goalkeeper position. So, let's jump into the first thing, which is the build. So, when we go into this mode, as you can see, position is goalkeeper. There is no longer any acrobatic or traditional. It is back to the basic. There's nothing really changed about that, so you can't actually have a role. It's non-applicable. So, the next thing you do is go on to the height. And when you're on here, you can see you get 6'5", and I go with 187 as my weight at the moment. I haven't really decided what I'm going to be going with at the moment. This is my starting build. This is what I'd recommend to you. I've been making some lovely saves. If you guys watched the video yesterday, you would know. If you haven't, it's in the top right hand corner at the moment for you now, so you can see it for yourself. So, moving on, nothing really too important on there for you, because obviously like your appearance and stuff is whatever you want, really. So let's jump straight into the traits and how I'm working through them at the moment. So, wait for this to load. So we go to the player growth. They've got a new player growth system on this game. So as you can see here, you have 3 different styles. You can have your play style 1, 2, and 3. You can set them as different positions. So for example, I've got a play style 1. That is for me, my goalkeeper. I haven't set anything for 2 and 3 yet. Maybe I might have a striker and a defender or something. I haven't really decided too much yet. But if we go on this, you can see kind of where I'm working up at the moment. And if you click on the traits here, you're met with this diagram. So you got your physical, which is obviously not that important for a goalkeeper. Defending, again, not that important for a goalie. Dribbling, well, I just like having skill moves, so I've upgraded all my skills because that's what I'm like. Passing, I've started to work on a little bit. I'm kind of going through that at the moment. Shooting, obviously, I have nothing there because it's not really relevant. Pace, again, not really relevant to upgrade straight away. But here we go. These are the first things you should upgrade when you first get your skill points, is work your way through these. And just pretty much get all of them, because all of them are pretty useful anyway. So you can't really say they're not if you're a goalkeeper. So going back now. So moving on to the controller settings and save assistance, this is what you're met with here. If you go down to save assistance, I'm actually on manual. It just reflex saves automatic every other ball depending on positioning, timing, and the direction you attempt to save. Interesting. I might change it. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be sticking with that. I'll talk a bit about the new goalkeeping system later in this video. Semi, balls close to your body will be automatically saved, and the others you need to get the position, direction, and timing right. And then assisted, it doesn't really matter, just whatever really. It kind of just goes with whatever. So I'm going to jump into some gameplay now for you guys and talk a bit about the basics of goalkeeping and the new system and what I think about it so far. So moving into the gameplay for you guys now, I've got a collection of clips. I've literally been working over the past 2 days to get you guys as many various clips as possible to kind of show you the new system a bit broken down. But the goalkeeping is back to how it was on FIFA 17. A lot of people were a bit skeptical, including myself, about the goalkeeping system that they put on the beta and on the demo. There was no assistance at all. You could be diving the wrong way, left and right. It just felt like a salmon out of water, and it was really weird. And it's now been changed back to FIFA 17, but it's got slightly more manual in the way that you've got to time stuff more. I'm not too sure if that's because I'm playing on manual. If someone's playing on semi or assisted, then please do let me know in the comments. But there are new animations, and new animations definitely make it feel like a whole new system in goal, and it's so nice. You guys would have seen yesterday that I've got a montage out after just 2 days or 1 day of being out on EA Access, and that's because the animations are just so easy to get now, because it just looks so good. That you can get like a pretty average save that would have looked pretty boring on FIFA 17, that obviously now they've got a new animation on 18, and it just looks amazing. But anyway, that's just saying that the system is back to how it was in 17. I'm not too sure if they plan to patch it, because they normally do like a monthly patch, or like the game gets released, they leave it a month, they get feedback, and then they do a patch. Sometimes it changes, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm pretty happy with the system at the moment. I'm really enjoying 18. I definitely feel like it's going to be a good game for the year to come. So moving on to the basics of goalkeeping. So if you haven't played goalkeeper before in pro clubs, you obviously know that you are going to be one of the most important players in the team. So starting off, positioning, you hold LB, this little green circle, or this little yellow circle. It goes green when you're in the right position. You can see it around my player's feet, at the base of the feet right now. It's currently green because I'm holding LB. And then the shot comes in. I let go of LB as soon as I press the right stick in the direction the ball is going to go. So you've got to position yourself by holding LB. It starts off yellow when you're out of position. And then if you hold LB, it will jerk you into the circle, making it green. And then when the shot comes towards you, let go of LB. and then you flick the stick in the direction of flick or hold. It doesn't really matter if you obviously if it's a long shot, you've got more time to react it, you can hold it. But if it's a close-up shot, then obviously flick it because you don't have time to react. But they are the main basics of goalkeeping. That as long as you know that, I feel like you could probably do quite well. After that, it comes out to kind of however you want to pick up a style in goalkeeper. You can hold Y to come off the line. So if there's a through ball and you want to try and meet it, you hold Y, you come out, and then obviously you just dive with their feet using the right stick in the direction that you want to dive. That's that. What else could you really talk about goalkeeping? The buttons. Do you want to use buttons? It's a thing on FIFA 18. I haven't really had too much time to experiment with that at the moment because obviously I know that I used to use B, but there's not really a need to use B anymore in this game because there's a new diving animations that you can use that actually kind of do the job that B used to do. So if you're coming out in a 1v1 situation, what you should do is hold down on the right stick, and that makes you spread yourself like Peter Schmeichel or Artur Boric or Kasper Schmeichel or one of them. That in a 1v1 situation, you come out, you kind of get yourself as big as possible, your legs go either way, your arms go out, and you just make yourself a pretty big target. And if you do that by holding down on the right stick, and it just comes out really nice animation. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work, but it makes it more realistic so you don't get it every single time. Because obviously, you can't save everything as a goalie. It's just it doesn't work that way. So the other things that you need to consider when playing in goal, there's going to be some videos that I'm going to be breaking down and some ideas that I'm going to be breaking down in separate videos at some point. So I've done the basics. That's not really too interesting for you guys because a lot of you would have been playing goalkeeper for a long time. But if you haven't been playing goalkeeper, there's obviously the recap for you that can kind of give you guys a good idea of what you need to do in goal. And as you see, you can save stuff with your legs now. It just works nicely. But yeah, I'm going to be breaking down each topic that I'm going to be talking about into a separate episode. I'm not too sure how regularly I'm going to be uploading an episode. Maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. I'm trying to do them a bit longer now because I used to do my goalkeeper tips about 3-4 minutes long. I'm going to try and go for about 10 plus minutes because obviously I can talk about it for longer. I can get more content into that one video. So moving on, kicking isn't something that you really need to worry about. But if you do want to worry about it on a goal kick, if you hold X and press RB, your guy does more of a driven goal kick. And if you hold X and press LB, your guy does more of a chip. That's just a small thing, nothing you really have to worry about. But it's just one of those things that you can kind of just vary around. Out the hands, I should say, you hold A to throw the ball. You hold B to do a giant punt. And then you do X and RB and X to do a sign wider. You know, the side volley that everybody raves about these days. And it's great for counter-attacks. It's just a really lovely kick. It's probably my favourite one to use. Moving on, punching. You want to hold Y when the cross comes in, and then you want to either just keep holding Y. You can do that. It doesn't matter if you're on semi-assisted. It doesn't matter. But if you're on manual, you flick the right stick when you're just underneath the ball, and your guy will come and punch it. When you're coming out for a loose ball as well, when you get to the ball, you want to push the stick in the direction that the ball was at. So obviously you don't want to be running out, holding Y, and then not pressing anything because that's pretty pointless. But you can see some clips in the background at the moment. It's me just kind of coming out for crosses and just showing you guys a few examples. So if there's any topic you guys want me to cover soon, then please do let me know as well. Because the way I used to do it on Goalkeeper Tips is I used to do a topic each week and I used to title it based on your guys' questions. So you may be getting questions or you may ask me questions in the comments down below in this episode. Can you please cover sweats? That's something that I'll probably leave to a later date. It's going to be more foundation, more basics of goalkeeping at the moment. More like how do you time your saves and whatnot. So if you guys have questions and you are familiar with the goalkeeper tips technique or the way the series work, you just ask them in the comment section down below. I do like a Q&A segment at the end of each video. So like where I'm talking about this now, because this is the introduction episode, that I will be doing a slight Q&A, so you guys would be reading, you guys would be commenting, I'll be reading them out, I'll be answering my opinion, telling you guys what I think is the best for that situation, what you can do to improve. And if you also have clips as well, you can email them to me at rixysgod@gmail.com to also just show me the clip, and you can comment saying, can you please tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm more than happy to help you guys out in that situation, because obviously I like helping people learn. It's a position that I've kind of mastered since FIFA 15 now on YouTube, and I'm probably one of the lead goalkeeper channels, because obviously Bruce quit. If you watch Bruce Lee, he quit a while back, and there's nobody else that really does it that much. I mean, there's a couple other people, but when it comes to leading the goalkeeper side of things, me and JCC are probably the pro clubs YouTubers to go watch. If you don't watch JCC, by the way, well to JCC, great striker YouTuber, does great content like striker tips, he does VFL, and he's going to be doing a top 5 goals of the week as well, bringing me on to the next thing. I'm going to be doing a top 5 saves of the week. If you guys used to watch me, I used to do that series. You can actually find it coming out very soon. I'm going to make another separate video at some point announcing that. But I'll let you guys know when that's actually open. but that's going to be coming back as well, and I'm going to be linking it with JCC. So if you guys are strikers and you've got goals, go over to his channel, enter them on that series. If you're goalkeepers, come over to my channel, enter them on mine, and then stand a chance to win. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this first episode of Goalkeeper Tips. I know it's not the most informative. It's more just cover the basics, talk about a build, talk about save assistance, answer a couple of things that people have been saying about, is it the same as FIFA 17 or is it the same as the beta? Cover a few questions and kind of give you guys the basic foundation for goalkeeping. Next episode will be more detailed on one specific topic and then a Q&A at the end. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.